Hello and welcome. My name is Zafar Iqbal, and you are watching the MOJO Story. Uh, a big sort of a case has come up in Satara in Maharashtra where a doctor has alleged that she was raped by the cops. She's also put out a suicide note, which is a four-page suicide note. But even before that, she basically put up a message on her palm indicating that she had committed suicide, and she pointed at the cops as well as the MP who is involved. She said that one of the MPs, in fact, sent a couple of cops who asked her. Uh, Basically, it was a case of fitness certificates that the police was demanding, and she was pointing towards that aspect. Now, it's a very serious development that's taken place in the state of Maharashtra. To discuss more on this, we are today joined by two prominent guests from Maharashtra. We joined by Dr. Surena Malhotra, who's the spokesperson of NC SP, and Sushiben Shah, Shiv Sena spokesperson. Welcome to Mojo Story, ma'am. If I may start with you, Sushiben. It's a very, very shocking incident that's taken place in Maharashtra. Uh, Obviously, it's pointed fingers at the entire system, the way that the doctor was asked to present uh, certificates, and then she committed that suicide. She seemed to be under a lot of pressure.
Lotra. A very happy Diwali to everyone. And at the very beginning, thank you for having on your show. From the very beginning, we are condemning whether the Mahayuti government, whether it be the Shiv Sena, in the strongest possible word, we have condemned the act, the heinous act that has been perpetrated, especially by people in power, whether it be the police or be the son of a landlord and influential people. We
Yeah,
have initiated probe
yeah,
swiftly, and we've given instructions right from the top, from
yeah,
the chief minister Devendra Fadnavis ji, from our Pramukh Neta and Deputy CM Eknath Rao ji Shinde, that the investigation should be free, fast, and fearless. And let me assure you, the justice will be loud, clear, and fast. No one will be spared. No one has to be worried. In fact, personally, the probe is been being supervised by the home minister and also the chief minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis ji, and justice will be done. We are also talking with MARD whether what steps should be taken, whether there is a sexual harassment committee at place at the proposed hospital, and what special measures we can take for these interns, for these women working as interns in the hospital. We are
yeah.
extremely sorry, but trust me, nothing has been taken unnoticed. It will swiftly face action, whether it be this police or whether it be the son of the landlord.
Right. Sushi Ben, what struck me when I was covering that story is that two people are named in all of this. Not named, but referred to. One is the cop who is alleged to have raped the girl, and the second is the landlord's son. Now, the landlord's son has been caught by the police, but the cop is still on the run. He has not been caught yet.
No, he's been suspended, and
Yeah,
trust me, he will be caught. He will be caught. The
yeah,
landlord's son is in the jail, I believe. An FIR
yeah,
has been lodged, a manhunt has happened, and we will assure Maharashtra and each
yeah,
and every women of Maharashtra the justice will be done, and he will be caught, put behind bars. An FIR of abetment of suicide and rape has been registered, and the
yeah.
strictest punishment under the IPC. Sorry, now Achar Sanhita will be levied on the person.
Right. Right. That's true. We also heard from the police officers that, of course, the action will be swift in this case. But given the sequence of events, and the way that this entire thing has unfolded, if there is nothing to hide, then one also wonders that why is the cop on the run if the system was just doing its job. I spoke to the SP in the morning. He told me that there was a counter complaint against the girl that was launched, that she was not making those fitness certificates, and this was going on for some time. The point is that if all of this was happening for some time and the cop is on run, there cannot be, it cannot be just normal that a cop is on run if they're doing the normal investigation. Dr. Surena Malhotra, you'd agree that there's more than meets the eye?
Certainly, I mean, why he's on the run? I mean, if he was, he didn't have his conscience was clear, he would have at least come and faced the whole thing. The fact that he is running, that shows that there is something he's trying to hide. And definitely, I mean, see, she also had complained, and she had also approached her seniors and told that she was being harassed, and for the fitness certificates and for a number of other things for the post-mortem reports or whatever the reports to be changed. So why wasn't counseling be done? Why wasn't she was heard? See, I myself am a medical doctor. I know how internship can be, in the government hospitals and all that. So there can be a doctor who's placed in such a remote place can get isolated. She can be pressured. And I'm not saying that all the cops of Maharashtra are bad. No, certainly not. The cops are very fine. But there could be somebody who's putting the pressure. And here this looks very dubious. And the fact that she has also written it on her hand, she has also said that she had complained before. I think that should have been looked after. So why wasn't it looked after? That is an important point to be thought about and investigated. See, doctors and ladies, especially in government services and placed at a remote places, they do require some definitely a help. A doctor is not going to say, yes, as internship, we have been posted at various places, but then giving the security, that is a government's job. What is falling short? They have to investigate and find out. There should be SIT. As Sushiben, she said, "Kid, okay, everything will be done." I thank you. I mean, that's a nice thing. But then many times such things don't happen. Initially, there is in the media, there is a loud hue and cry about the whole thing, and then later on, like we saw the cases in Bede and all. Afterward, they just fizzle away, or we don't come to know what is really happening over there. So I think as Devendra Fadnavis ji, respected Devendra Fadnavis ji, when he came into power, he had promised that ladies and children and everybody will be safe. That should be actually practically be done. And doctors and all, they were spend so many hours studying, so many, with so much mehnat they do. So
Yeah.
why this is a situation where we have to say in Marathi, I'm saying that कुठे नेऊन ठेवलाय Maharashtra आमचा. That situation should not arise. Where is Maharashtra leading to?
Yes, that's an important point. Sushiben, you want to come in here because I also want to play a soundbite of the family member, but you quickly make your point first.
Yeah, Zafar bhai, you are right. This shouldn't have happened, and it's a heinous crime, and the person running is a criminal. He's not a police, he's a criminal, and he'll be dealt as such. The strictest and the strongest sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita will be levied, be rest assured. But then to
Yeah.
sweep the entire police force with one brush, that man was not only a policeman but was a criminal and will be dealt as such. And today I'm assuring on this show of yours, and you will also follow us, that justice will be done, but investigation has to be carried out. A proper charge sheet has to be filed after a thorough investigation, so the perpetrators could be nailed. If the charge sheet is not done properly, if the investigation is not done properly, the man would go scot free. So at the moment the entire machinery, whether it be administration, whether it be the political will, whether it be the police, whether it be the politicians, all are committed that justice will be done, and the investigation is going on, as I said, loud, clear, and fast. We will assure you that.
Right. That's very yeah, Dr. Surena. Yeah, I'll come to you. That those are very assuring words by Sushi Ben. You want to come in quickly before we play the soundbite of the family member?
For me? Yes,
Yeah.
definitely, and the investigation should be transparent, and people should know about it. Ki what's happening until the end? People should know all the steps being taken. Then only people can have some, confidence in the government. I mean, that's what sometimes that's what lacks. That's the only thing. Maybe the
Time
action is taken, but then
time
people,
bound inquiry, time
yes,
bound
very
inquiry
true. That's most
is
important.
needed, is
That's
needed.
most important.
The family members are undergoing such a traumatic experience. They believe that the doctor was under pressure for a long time. In fact, one of her cousins spoke and he said what was happening in the past. This is what he said.
लेकिन पिछले साल में उसको पुलिस और राजनीतिक प्रेशर बहुत बढ़ रहा था। उसका गलत पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट बनाने के लिए उस पर प्रेशर डाला जा रहा था। उसने वैसा शिकायत करने के लिए लेटर लिखे थे एसपी डीवाईएसपी को, लेकिन उन्होंने कुछ भी उस पर ये नहीं किया, कार्यवाही कुछ भी किए नहीं। और कुछ भी बोलना, अपशब्द बोलना और पेशेंट को हॉस्पिटल में ना लाते हुए भी फिट अनफिट रिपोर्ट देना, ऐसा उस पर प्रेशर बना रहे थे पुलिस को।
आप क्या मांगेंगे?
बस हमारी इतनी ही ये है कि हमारे बहन को न्याय मिलना चाहिए।
Right. Sushi Ben, there's a lot of talk about these fitness certificates. This has become really an important matter here, the fitness certificates. Now, what the police say that whenever a criminal is taken to the hospital, and a fitness certificate has to be given by the doctor. Now, they say that this particular doctor was not giving fitness certificates when the criminal was sent in the night. Now, she is also mentioning about these fitness certificates, and the police also say that perhaps the legislator that she has mentioned about it had also something got to do with fitness certificate. Don't you think that there's a flaw in the system, a bigger flaw that really put pressure on this doctor to take her own life?
Whether the procedure adopted by the police under the criminal procedure code, whether it has to be revamped, has to be understood, investigated properly, and now that such a heinous crime has happened, I'm sure the government will have a look at it. But as far as the mentioning of the politician is concerned, at the moment they are not mentioned in the FIR, because we must understand that only we can mention after we have full proof that a politician, a parliamentarian or an MLA was involved. No sooner we find that out, the police is doing its job in a very fair manner. They have been instructed. In fact, the SP Satara himself is monitoring the probe. And if it is found that any politician of any influential post that he might be on, he will be added in the FIR. But sitting on MOJO Stories, all three of us can't decide whether he should be added in the FIR or not. Proper investigation.
Absolutely.
We have a
Absolutely. We're just going by what was written on that note.
Absolutely.
That
That is her dying declaration, and it's been taken very seriously. She had no reason to stay otherwise. But who the person is, we have to look at it, and it will be whosoever the politician. He will be added if required to the FIR if the requisite proof is found, and no one will be spared.
Absolutely. And no one should rather be spared after such a heinous crime has been committed. But let's also hear what the SP had to say, because the police are investigating the matter, but police have themselves been named in that dying declaration. So it makes it a very complex case. Let's hear what the SP had to say.
इसमें फल्टन शहर के अंदर एक महिला डॉक्टर सुसाइड करने के बाद उसमें एडी दाखिल हुए और बाद में जैसे ही पता चला है उसके खुद के पाम यानी हाथ में एक लिखा था जिसमें 2 आरोपियों के नाम लिखे थे। एक उसमें हमारा अधिकारी है पलटन ग्रामीण का, वो और एक आदमी, ऐसे दोनों के खिलाफ गुना दाखिल हो चुका है, बलात्कार और अबेटमेंट टू सुसाइड का। दोनों को खोजने के लिए टीम रवाना हो चुकी है और जो PSI है उसको सस्पेंड किया गया है।
जो कि राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री है देवेंद्र फडणवीस, उन्होंने भी एक टिप्पणी की थी कि जो घटना घड़ी है उसके आरोपी को छोड़ा नहीं जाता। इस पर आपको क्या उनसे फोन वगैरह कॉन्टेक्ट?
नहीं, उसमें इतना ही मैं कहूँगा कि जहाँ तक ये गुने का सवाल है, कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई की जाएगी, अच्छे से अच्छा तपास किया जाएगा और जो भी कानूनन पॉसिबल है वो सब इसमें किया जाएगा।
Dr. Surena, you heard what the police said, that kadi se kadi karwai ki jayegi. But the fact is that cop is still on the run. He has not been apprehended. You know, that will be really the first step in the series of steps that will be followed to get justice in this case.
Exactly. That is the first step. I mean, and I think by now they should have tried to apprehend him. Why it is taking so much time? That is a question. And secondly, then and also the question comes is, why wasn't her complaints heard before? Now what is it is always it always happens this way, that whenever someone somebody complains and all, they are hushed down. And this talking about the fitness certificate, definitely there is something in it. And why wouldn't she? Was a medical doctor who was posted over there, and why wouldn't she be able to give the fitness certificate? In the sense, she is authorized to give the fitness certificate. They can't say that she was not authorized. I mean, I don't think at such a place there are multiple different
No, they,
doctors.
they don't say that she was not authorized. They say that she was authorized to give fitness certificate,
Yeah,
but she
then
wouldn't give them in the night. They say that she
no.
wouldn't give them in the night. And there was already a tussle going on between her and the police. She had lodged a complaint and the police had lodged
Yeah,
a counter
exactly.
complaint. That has happened in the month of June. That is what the police is saying.
So that is exactly, I mean, so then that means that there is something true in the matter, what she is saying, that she was being harassed for this particular topic also, apart from the other things. So, I mean, it is very easy for somebody to, put the person in a corner when she's a lady, a doctor alone posted over there. So this brings us to a fact that as Indian Medical Council, they have also association. They have also said that no, there has to be some counseling centers. There has to be some security for the lady doctors and all. So there has to be such centers which government should think about it, and they should do this. But everywhere we see that such things are lacking. So what the government
Absolutely.
is doing for the protection of the ladies, not only the doctors but ladies in general. Now we see in Maharashtra there are a lot of things happening. So I think the government and the health department and all, everybody should sit down and work it out. What steps they can take to bring all this in. The home ministry and the health department, they should come together to find some solution to,
Absolutely. Absolutely. You want to come in here, Sushi
Yes,
Ben?
doctor is absolutely right. There is more than what meets the eye. There is absolutely something wrong which has gone wrong, and we have lost a precious life. And it is very, very sad for the entire Maharashtra. But the government is already in talks with MARD. Shambhu Raje, who's the guardian minister, has taken up on himself to ensure that all girls, all women working in the hospital feels free, feel safe, and therefore steps will be taken, let me assure you. And we are on MOJO Stories. MOJO Stories is known to follow this investigation properly, and you will see that justice will be done. And we'll again come on MOJO Stories and ensure that the perpetrators will be booked in the strictest punishment, and no one will be spared. Politicians, whether it be politician,
Sushiben,
police.
the point is such, when such incidents come to fore, it gives a bad name to the state,
It's an
to
exception,
the
sir.
at a larger level, to the country. You know, such incidents come when you see the palm of that girl. She has written a suicide note on the palm. Just the visual, it is shocking. It breaks your heart.
Absolutely, absolutely. But let me tell you this: this is an exception. It is not a rule. As far as Maharashtra is concerned, more or less the women feel safe here. And this government, the Mahayuti government, has always acted swiftly, have spared no one. We have not dilly-dallying on the registering the FIR. We have done forensics. We have also done for DNA sample. We have assured the family that justice will be done. But as I said, to sweep the entire police force or to sweep the entire political class under one color of being goons or being taking advantage of the position would be wrong. So as I said, investigation, fearless, fast and free, and justice loud, clear, and fast. Take my word for it. And the government is moving towards this. The Mahayuti government is known for this, and justice will be done.
Absolutely, and we hope that justice is done in a time-bound manner. Dr.
Absolutely.
Surena, last word to you before we wrap up.
Manner is a very, very important thing, because nowadays we have seen so many cases, like in Bid, Masajo, Santosh Deshmukh. Then there was the other person who was also in the police custody. He was also, killed in the police custody. So we frankly don't know what has happened to all these cases. We don't know what happens further. Then there was somebody raped in the bus, in the early morning or something. So many cases. People don't feel safe nowadays. I beg to differ. People really don't feel safe in Maharashtra. But I know Devendra Fadnavis and their intention is good. But the intention and the practicality, that has to meet somewhere, and it has to be done very fast. It has to be done very fast. It has to be done in such a way that the practical solutions should be there. The people, ladies, should be heard in a, not after the thing is done. There was a case of Hundabali also. I think the cases were there. The lady had complained and many times, but nothing happened, and then ultimately she committed suicide. So
Yes.
time is very important in all these things.
So Sushiben, you want to come in here quickly and
Yes,
make a
Jafar Bhai,
point?
this is misleading. Each and every case is mentioned by my doctor. Maybe she is not following it, but the government is following it strictly. In the Hundabali matter also, immediately the entire family had come on your show and they were put behind bars and justice was done. They're still behind bars. So therefore, we are setting a precedent. I would also like to say that when the leader, the chief minister of Maharashtra, when he says signal, when he says the SP, that immediately action should be taken, trust me, the entire administration swings into action. The Women's Commission also has written to the SP as to why we didn't act earlier. So therefore, when the people who matter are involved, justice will be done, and the entire administration has been given a signal that we have to act properly in a just, free and fair manner. So it will be done, but as I said, investigation has to happen. It might take time, but unless and until a proper foolproof charge sheet is not filed after due investigation, the case will fail. So let the investigation happen, and it will be done in a time-bound manner, and justice will be done.
We hope that investigation is done soon, and justice is done in this case. A young life that has been lost, who had an entire future in front of her, but now dead. He's taken her own life. But the question that she has raised in that 4-page note need to be taken seriously and looked into, and a thorough investigation has to be done, and justice has to be delivered, and everything must be done to ensure that such incidents are not repeated in the future. For now, Sushiben and Dr. Surena, thanks so much for joining me today, and to our viewers for watching the MOJO Story. Thank you so much.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to MOJO Story and support independent, robust journalism.